Hello, this is Johnny. I have a cabinet. It's kind of very confusing because I have watched other people's video on the Legends Ultimate, and my cabinet is very different than. I don't know if you can see the artwork because I have it so close to the. Mine have a different artwork. It actually, and it's two pieces. See, it have the Star Wars. Now you can check my first video. It show more clear on the pictures, and then it have the other character at the bottom. And actually, this artwork is very nice, very pretty, and it's two pieces. It's not one pieces. As you can see, there's a line right there. See right there, there is a line, and the picture is already pre-installed. There's nothing for me to take out. It's pre-installed, and I just screw the screw in, so it's not like I have to put it in myself. It's like the artwork is on it. It doesn't even have bubble or nothing. It's like this paper. I don't know if it's even a paper. It look like it's printed on top of the wood or something. But that's how good it is. And so in a way, it's very confusing. Is like I don't know what version I have. I mean, I know what firmware I have, but then there's a version 1 that they call it the ORK, and then this one they call it the version 1.1. But my 1.1 is different than the previous, because I got this one October 3rd when I did the video unboxing. And so this one look a little bit different than all the video I seen from other people that 1 year, 2 years video, where their RK is different from mine. But today's main reason I have this video is to show you guys how to pull the game out. So before I have like TurboGrafx 16. Okay, let me bring it closer so you can see. I have TurboGrafx 16, and when I click on it, all my TurboGrafx 16 work here, and plus it work on track mode. Now what I'm doing now is opposite. I'm taking the track mode and we move it away from RK and put it into the Neo Geo folder. And the reason I name it like that is that's how they name it on the pictures, on the graphics. So I just left it the same name, called 8 space Neo Geo dash, Neo dash Geo. Okay, and if you press enter, it have the 144 game. Now I tried to add more game to it, but it doesn't seem like I do not know what kind of the emulator they're using, what code they use. So it's very hard for me to try to figure out how to get it working. I think I was managed to able to add 1 or 2 game in here, and I believe I thought I added to the game list, but apparently it's not showing up right now. Yeah, I thought I added the battle flip, but then later on I saw that. So I don't know how they renamed the naming, but there's 144 game and it's all here. And make it easier because if I don't want to boot up to a track mode, I could automatically go to the folder, go to the folder and able to access the game directly from here instead of going to the track mode. So I could play the game from the original and then back to here, which is just a box art. And they have a lot of cool game here that work. So that is pretty cool. It just have 144, so is a standard version of Raspberry Pi. That's how many games they have in the regular standard Raspberry Pi. But all the game here does work. So let me just demo one of them, and then we're going to I was looking for the, I think this one starts with the Top Trooper. The other one is called the L. So the naming is a little bit different. So yeah, here's another, this is Shock Trooper number 2. So let's try that one. Now they do not have Metal Slug 6, I don't think. They have other Metal Slug. Now they also the cheat mode, it also is there. So if you press the button, play button twice, you get to this. And I also want to mention that for those people who want to know how to access the BIO. So if you press this button twice, so if I press it once, to get out, you press the C button, okay? So you press the C button to get out. Now to get in, you press the player 1 twice to get into it. So you could actually go into here, and you could say I have infinity life. You could turn all this on. Okay, so C is to get out. Okay, so you press C, and now press C again. Then you will have a life that will not die. So I want to share that with people who used to use Neo Geo arcade stick. Remember that we have the BIOS set up. Well, this one does have that included in the on the Legends. But one thing is sad is do not support the final burnout cords, which is the FB Neo. Raspberry Pi does support it, but for this version, it do not support it. Now I heard that if you have an older cabinet version 1, like 2 years ago, you are able to use a one source. And one source it used a very old firmware, like 4.15 or 4.20, and you could install open board and Dreamcast, Sega CD, and Sega Naomi and Auto, Atomic Wave, all that cool stuff on there. And I'm surprised it's the same machine, but I'm not able to do that. And they say that my version is 1.1, so it will not work with one source. So right now I'm downloading the one source, and I want to try it. I might probably damage it. There's a possibility I might, but I don't know. I'm going to downgrade it to a firmware, and then just run. See if I could install the version 4. Now mine is a version 1.1, so I don't know what kind of damage it will cause. So those of you who know, can you please let me know before I actually destroy my Game Legends Ultimate? What kind of damage could I do to it if I try to put one source on it? Now this is a CoinOpsX, and so it's easy to add game to it. How do I jump in there? Okay. I think I just destroyed mine. It's easy to add game to it, so don't waste your money buying from people who sell it. I know it's easy, just go ahead and buy it, like $68, $70 to get the home console, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, all that stuff. I know it's easy to do that, but it is easy to create those, okay? But it's harder to create to work with the track mode, and that's what I'm working on. I got Turbo 16 to work on the track mode, but it does take a long time to get, because I'm trying to figure it out. There's maybe something I'm doing not correct, that I'm not able to grab all of them at the same time, because so if I go to Turbo 16, it's easy to create the setup here. Okay, believe me, it's easy to create those. But on the video after this, I'll show you how I move the Neo Geo out from the track mode and create its own folder, because all the game is in here, and they break this up into different categories like light gun and spinning, track mode, what do you call those? Track mode, light gun mode, fighting, old classic. They put all the game here, but I like to separate them here so I can see it and play it. So I'm going to show you how to do that so you could come here and say, okay, now they did separate the Daffy and the light gun, okay? And I did separate the vertical, but I didn't move all the vertical out. I just moved the one that came from another version that I don't have, so I create that one, which is 272 game. And then they did pull out a 3-player and a 4-player, but they didn't pull out the Neo Geo. They didn't pull the game out from Capcom. They didn't, so let's go ahead and look at it, and I'll show you what I did on here, how I did it. So we're gonna go back to app X, and we're gonna do another one, and then we could see how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do another one. So we're gonna come to here, and we're gonna go to CoinOps, press A, and we're gonna press A again, and then we're going to, you said the USB wasn't mounted. So when I boot this up, I didn't mount the USB. So all right, because I plug it in afterwards. So if you did not mount it, you're not going to see the USB. So let's go to the flash drive, and let's go ahead and mount it. Now, if it's the first time you're doing this, you will have to do a 2 partition, format one for maybe 16 gig, and the rest of them you could put it for, for your computer to transfer data. But the 16 gig is for the, add game stuff. So you want to go ahead and mount it. You want to try yes, want to mount it. Now it's funny is I didn't mount it, but I was able to play the Neo Geo, which is kind of weird. All right, so mounted successful. We're gonna press B to get out. I guess it's still trying to mount it. This is ridiculous. Just kind of sit there and not do anything. All right. Press B doesn't do nothing. Let's press A then. Okay. All right. So I do have to press A. Okay. So press B. All right. So it's mounted. So you can see the little icon on top. So we're gonna go back to the top, and we're gonna go into CoinOps. Press A. Right there. We're gonna press A again. And now we're going to launch it. Now, it's a good idea, do not interrupt the music. Let it finish fully loaded. Because I realize if I interrupt it, I have problem where some of the game might have glitches and some of the game might freeze up. So let the whole thing run. Don't stop it. Let it finish. And it will go to a white screen, and then they will come back with a track mode. So I don't know, it's because the firmware did something to it, because this is a version 5.61, and people say it's best to stay in the older version. So if you buy a brand new Legends Ultimate, don't upgrade it, don't upgrade, just log in and create an account, but don't upgrade your firmware, because there's a lot of cool stuff with the old firmware that you could add game stuff. All right. So we got an all game. So that's where all the game is at. Even TurboGrafx is I believe is, I'm not sure TurboGrafx is in here, but you could add it to the game list. No, I think it is here. It is TurboGrafx here. So here's all my TurboGrafx, and it's harder to do this one because in order to make this work, I have to do one game at a time. Okay, do 3 of them to make sure it works before you spend all your time doing all of them and find out it doesn't work. So that's what I did with Turbo. Now you have William Classic. You could pull that out if you like William Classic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out the Capcom. Now Sega Classic, I'm not sure I'm gonna pull out. Now there's SNK Classic. That is around 100 games. So to me, I really don't care about SNK. That should be part of the. And then Nintendo Classic is just about 32 games, so it's not worth pulling out. Now this is a Neo Geo. You have 144 games in here. Okay, So I think I got 2 games working, but they're not really. There's only one game that's worth playing, but it's running May 2010, so it doesn't have the cheat mode. So if you want to do the cheat mode, it's not gonna work. So I'm not sure it's worth to bring it over. But this is what I did. I took the Neo Geo Classic, moved this game list out. Now I didn't move the playlist.txt. The playlist inside folder, they have an 8 space Neo Geo Neo-Geo.txt. I didn't do nothing to that one. What I just did is I create a folder. It's easier when I show you in a computer. So I moved this out. Now what I want to do is I want to move this one's 72. Midway is 72 also. Konami is on 101. I wonder there's a. Now this is Data East. How many Data East? Now Data East game is pretty cool too. There's only 88 Data East. Capcom. This Capcom Classic is 111. Okay. Now, I think that is pretty much the whole thing. I think it might be missing like one game. I believe called a Dark Iron. I think that's what's missing. But you have a lot of cool game here. They have. I love Capcom's game. So I'm going to move this one out. Okay. So that way, if I want to play Capcom's game, I could go directly and play it. I don't have to come to the track mode. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to pull that out. And then that way you could put this on the pinball and you could also play, the game without have to go to the track mode. Because the track mode on the vertical game is hard to see. So you could move this Capcom Classic out. Okay. And I'll show you how to do it. And then once we move it out, then we could click rewind. To get out here, you just press rewind. You don't have to reboot. Just rewind and it will get you back out. And once you back out, then you could just, come out here. And then you could go back up to that one again. So apparently it's 0, but my game still works. So I don't know I'm logged in, but I don't know. So I want to bring it's not just Neo Geo, but I want to bring the Capcom's game here. So I could play, either one without have to go to track mode. So this is what this video is about, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. Stay tuned for that, and we're going to go to the computer now.